Carbide burrs, with their tungsten carbide heads and steel shanks, are indispensable for precision tasks in metalworking, woodworking, and fabrication. Whether you're a hobbyist in a Mason, Ohio garage smoothing welds on a custom trailer, or a professional in Cincinnati's aerospace industry deburring engine parts, proper safety and maintenance practices are crucial. These tools can last for hundreds of hours with care, but neglect can lead to accidents, reduced performance, or costly replacements. This in-depth article, drawing from guidelines by organizations like OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, and tool manufacturers such as SGS and Norton Abrasives, covers essential tips for safety through personal protective equipment (PPE), maintenance routines, including cleaning and storage, troubleshooting wear signs, and strategies to extend tool life via lubrication. We'll also address environmental considerations, particularly relevant in Ohio's variable climate with its humid summers and cold, damp winters that can exacerbate issues like rust and dust accumulation. By following these practices, you'll ensure safer operations and maximize your investment. Always consult your tools manual and local regulations for specifics. Prioritizing safety. PPE requirements for carbide burr use. Safety starts with recognizing the hazards of carbide burrs, which generate fine metal dust, high-speed vibrations, and potential flying debris during operation. In enclosed workshops, common in masons' residential garages or small fabrication shops, these risks intensify due to poor ventilation, making PPE non-negotiable. According to OSHA standards, 29 CFR 1910.132, employers and individuals must assess hazards and select appropriate gear to mitigate them. Key PPE requirements include eye protection. Always wear impact-resistant safety goggles or a full-face shield to guard against chips and sparks. In dusty environments, opt for sealed goggles to prevent irritation from fine particles. Respiratory protection. Respirators are essential for dust in enclosed workshops where metal particles from materials like steel or aluminum can linger in the air. Use an N95 or higher-rated mask for general use. For finer dust from titanium or prolonged sessions, a half-face respirator with P100 filters is recommended. In Ohio's humid climate, where moisture can make dust clump and harder to disperse, ensure your respirator fits snugly and replace filters regularly to maintain efficacy. Hand and body protection. Leather or cut-resistant gloves protect against cuts and heat, while long sleeves and pants shield skin from hot chips. Anti-vibration gloves reduce hand-arm vibration syndrome risks during extended use. Hearing protection. Earplugs or muffs are vital for tools exceeding 85 decibels, as high RPM operations can cause hearing damage over time. Additional gear. In variable climates like Mason's, where winter drafts might introduce moisture, use a dust extractor or shop vac to minimize airborne particles, and wear non-slip footwear to prevent slips on debris-covered floors. Contextually, in Mason, part of the Cincinnati metro area with its mix of industrial and DIY users, local hardware stores like those in nearby West Chester often stock OSHA-compliant PPE. Remember, PPE is only effective if used correctly. Conduct a fit test for respirators and inspect gear before each session. If you're working in a shared space, post safety reminders to promote a culture of caution. Maintenance routines. Cleaning and storage to prevent damage. Regular maintenance keeps carbide burrs sharp, efficient, and safe, preventing issues like clogging or corrosion that can shorten tool life. Neglect here can lead to uneven cuts or breakage, especially in Ohio's fluctuating weather that promotes rust. Proper cleaning methods. After each use, clean burrs to remove residue and prevent buildup in the flutes, the helical grooves. Start by powering off and unplugging your rotary tool. Use a soft brass brush, ideal because it's non-abrasive and won't scratch the tungsten carbide, to gently clear flutes of chips and debris. Verbally guide yourself. Hold the burr shank securely, angle the brush into each flute, and scrub in a twisting motion along the spiral, working from the tip to the base to dislodge stuck particles without forcing. For stubborn residue from sticky materials like aluminum, Soak the head in a mild solvent like isopropyl alcohol for 5 to 10 minutes, then brush again. Avoid steel brushes or water, as they can cause scratches or rust on the shank. Dry thoroughly with compressed air or a lint-free cloth to prevent moisture retention, which is critical in humid mason summers when condensation can form quickly. Storage to prevent damage. Proper storage protects against physical damage, dust, and environmental factors. Store burrs in a dedicated case or organizer with individual slots to avoid contact that could chip edges. Foam-lined cases work well. Keep them in a dry, temperature-controlled environment, ideally between 50 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, to combat Ohio's variable climate, where winter freezes and summer humidity can lead to condensation and rust. Use silica gel packets in storage containers to absorb moisture, and hang cases vertically if space is limited in a garage setting. For long-term storage, apply a light coat of rust-inhibiting oil to the shank. In mason, where basements or sheds might be damp, elevate storage off the floor and check periodically for signs of corrosion. Troubleshooting. Identifying wear signs and extending tool life spotting wear. Early allows for timely intervention, preventing failures during use. Verbally describing issues helps in self-inspection, turning maintenance into a proactive habit. Identifying wear signs. Verbally, examine burrs under good lighting before and after use. Look at the cutting edges. If they appear rounded or dulled, instead of sharp and defined, that's early wear. Run your finger lightly with the tool off to feel for smoothness where there should be bite. Check for chipping. Inspect the flutes for small fractures or missing carbide bits, which sound like a faint rattle when shaken. Discoloration, like bluing on the head from overheating, indicates thermal damage. If the tungsten carbide has a bluish tint, it's been exposed to excessive heat, weakening the structure. Vibration during use is another cue. If the tool chatters more than usual, it could signal imbalance from uneven wear. For shanks, look for bends or corrosion. A warped shank won't spin true, causing wobbles. Measure with calipers for straightness. Tips for extending life through lubrication. Lubrication reduces friction, heat, and wear, potentially doubling tool lifespan. Use cutting fluids or oils sparingly during operation. Apply a mist of water-soluble coolant for metals like steel to cool and lubricate. For dry materials, a light machine oil on the workpiece helps. Post-use, lubricate the shank with anti-rust oil. Dab a small amount on a cloth and wipe the steel shank evenly, avoiding the carbide head to prevent residue buildup. In Ohio's variable climate, where dry winters can make metals brittle, lubrication also prevents cracking from thermal shock. Rotate burrs in your set to distribute wear evenly, and sharpen professionally when edges dull. Services are available at tool shops in nearby Cincinnati. Environmental notes. Handling metal dust in variable climates. Metal dust from carbide burr use poses health and environmental risks, amplified in places like Mason with its mix of urban and rural settings. In variable climates, humidity can make dust heavier and more adhesive, increasing inhalation risks, while dry winters might disperse it further. To handle this, use dust collection systems, like attaching a vacuum to your rotary tool to capture particles at the source, essential in enclosed Ohio workshops where poor airflow can trap dust. Dispose of dust responsibly. Collect in sealed bags and follow local waste guidelines. In Mason, check Warren County's recycling centers for metal scrap handling to avoid environmental contamination. In humid conditions, wipe down surfaces post-session to prevent moist dust from corroding tools or creating slip hazards. During cold snaps, warm up your workspace to avoid condensation that binds dust. For sustainability, recycle worn burrs through programs offered by manufacturers, reducing landfill waste in eco-conscious communities like those around Cincinnati.